I'm not even started yet? Oh shit, here we go. Hey! Wow, I'm live now. Okay. Let's see what Streamyard says. Come on. I'm gonna put you. Whoop. Full screen. There. Okay. Says I've been live for 7:26. This 3 minutes 24 seconds. And I'm live now. Didn't start when I wanted it to. There we go. All right. There we go. Now we'll see if anyone shows up. I am just shooting the breeze, not a soul around, and we shall see. Excellent stream status. Right. Concurrent viewers 0. Well, this is a test stream, so I should expect that. Fun. Screen share right now. Yeah. Okay. This ought to be cool. I'm sure some rando will come along. Oh, I shouldn't show my whole server list. I should, though. Oh, hello. Frankie Pranky. Hey. How's the screen share? How is the screen share going? Can you see what's on my screen? Because I sure as hell can't. All right. I'm testing out my software right now. Oh, 2. Awesome. Yeah, I'm basically testing out screen share. I'm testing out some StreamYard features. I just bought premium, and so instead of having to stream it to YouTube and create it from that application, I can create streams on YouTube and use the RTMP server settings. And I created a new RTMP key just for me to use, and so it'll be stable, and so I will never have to edit settings on my end. And I'll just keep broadcasting the same place, obviously, but I can set everything up and schedule it on YouTube, which works better, and use this interface, which I like. Thanks. Hey, I just got a reply on Discord. Let's see. This is what Dream Cafe looks like, by the way. Thanks. Space enthusiast. I assume you're Frankie Panky? Cool. Oh yeah, that must suck. Hopefully your audience is trustworthy. I think so. Most of them all knew me from here, and the ones who didn't know me from here knew me from OmniLucid, and the ones who didn't know me from here or OmniLucid knew me from Reddit. Awesome. Watch this. This is, well, that was StreamYard. This is Reddit. People always say, like, the LD subreddit is, like, people always say it's really bad. It's not the case if you know where to look. A lot of people have to learn stuff. Okay. All right. So that's a pretty fair question. This guy's asking me, how can you tell when dreams stop and start? So let me answer him. People, yep. Basically, way of counting is noticing awakenings, as we typically wake up multiple times a night as well, but most people don't remember these. Yep, this is what it looks like when I'm on Reddit, by the way. So, if you are unable to notice awakenings, the other way is to see how significantly different dream content is from contents are from each other, and if there is or isn't a link between different content. Noticing wakings is the most reliable method. There we go. Let me just. Hello, Light. Hey, Face Enthusiast, thanks. Oh, you can't actually see my screen? Huh? I thought you guys could see my screen. Huh? Because then I heard no, actually. Hey. Interesting. Okay. So I selected entire screen for sharing, so it should have worked regardless of what I go to. Ooh, that's someone I used to work with a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check to see, can you guys... Oh, you're talking about something else. Oh, good, good. Yeah, because I might be using screen share like this in the future, either for myself or for guests on the stream, and I need to make sure this thing works. I have never actually used screen share before, so if I'm gonna do something, I want to make sure that it darn well works. This is stuff I haven't messed with. Okay, let's see what this is. Sometimes I actually need context. So I comment on places like this so much and with so many people, I often need context. So this guy doesn't know what wild is. No, wild or wake initiated lucid dreaming is a... Oh, I forgot a comma. Is a technique. This is also what it looks like when I type, by the way, whereby a dreamer is aware as they fall asleep and transition into a dream directly from the waking state. Here is a guide I recommend, just to show you how quickly I can do this. I actually usually don't do this in full screen because I usually don't do that with full screen because it's harder to copy things or use URLs that way. This was someone who did DEILD without this one. I remember this is someone who did DEILD after doing mild, and they didn't know what DEILD was. They didn't know it was actually something. Okay, so I've gone through all the notifications on there. This is fun, by the way. I really enjoy this. Hey, Van Falcon, does any of y'all have lucid dreaming questions? While I'm out here browsing Reddit and all this. Hey, Jelly Eat. Yeah, if any of you guys have lucid dreaming questions too, I'll hop over here and I'll show you guys what it's like when I've got like Reddit and Dream Cafe open and how I can kind of bounce between them So that hasn't. Oh, yeah, it hasn't updated much. So that's what Dream Cafe looks like. Let's see. I'm just gonna check my. This is my behind the scenes look. These are my stream stats. Let me see. Where are we? All right. It says concurrent 2, likes 2. Let's go back here. Actually, this is where I take full screen off. Here, here, here. I have that autofill on the URLs, and I just type one letter, and it pops up. This is Reddit Lucid Dreaming, r/Lucid Dreaming, sorted by newest first. So notice I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go to a post I've already looked at. Okay. And here is. Whoa, actually, I'll go with this one. Here we go. This is most of the people who are posting in the posts themselves are newbies who are trying to learn. This post has 3 upvotes. If you sort by top upvoted posts, you're probably not going to see this. This is what a lot of people don't see. The important part isn't the post itself. Look down to the comments. This top guy, Electronic Season, doesn't show up very much, but he's pretty solid. That's him. It's auto mod. Auto mod shows up on everything. This is designer Jerry. He's one of my favorites. Actually a natural Omni. I come to find out from one of his comments earlier today. Okay. And that reply is so-so. It's okay on some parts, missing a couple things. This is me. That's what I advised OP on. Haven't heard back yet. So that's sort of like an example of the kind of thing you might see on there. I will say, in terms of people giving advice, it's actually not as bad as people claim it is. Once you get past just the top most upvoted posts that are old from like years ago, and you sort by recent posts, you can find some decent stuff in there that's actually people being helped correctly. Let's see. Last message is still from Jelly Yeet. I guess he's gonna yeet something. I don't even know what this add stream marker button does on YouTube. I have like no clue whatsoever what that does. Oh. This is somebody who, I don't know this particular user, but this particular pattern is one of the annoying things. Spire HD, not sure if I talked to them before. This is someone who makes these massive, massive title and doesn't post their post in the post field. I get on people for that. And adds. Now this is post I might actually respond to. Had my first lucid dream. And that person followed misinformation. Okay. And as you can see, YouTube misinfo has a lot of downstream effects here as well. It's not just on Dream Cafe. This stuff is everywhere. This is my response. Provided, that's a good word. this. See, my screen reader will tell me if there is a word misspelled, like I can tell by the pronunciation. So I misspelled mirrors with an extra I. And this is what it actually looks like when I'm typing. Even though YouTube tells you not to do it. Also, you can tell dream characters that you're dreaming. Right, all of these things work the same way that dream control does off how you perceive what you are experiencing in the moment. There we go. Anyway, I'm actually caught up on that. Let's see if anyone's got any questions over here. All right. Yeah, he did actually say the same thing he said earlier. Yeah, actually, no new changes over there. So let's see. I'm just gonna go back here. Hey. Well, thanks, Space Enthusiast. Yeah, I do think a lot of people who think about Reddit and Reddit being bad, haven't really been exposed. Like, either they might think it's bad just because it's full of beginners, which there are a lot of beginners here. There are also really solid people who help them learn. That's one of the reasons I'm there, is to help that community out. And I feel like I've been able to do that. But also there are people there who are giving decent advice. And so it's not like, oh, if you go to Reddit, you're going to get a whole bunch of really bad advice and that's all you're going to get. That's actually been a popular misconception about Reddit recently. It used to be based in fact. You go and look up popular posts from several years ago on Reddit that had like thousands of upvotes, and you'll find really bad technique advice. That was true. That is a thing. I actually went and read some of those myself. There's some bad stuff there. However, I would say since I've been on Reddit, ever since I joined in December of last year, it's pretty solid as a place to learn in terms of there are people there who give bad advice, and there are more people who correct them. I know several of them myself. There are actually some people you might know if you know Lunar or Lucid Guardian. She's on there. She's pretty active on there, kind of like I am. That person, Designer Jury, is pretty active, really good. There's some solid people there. Also know one of the mods from a different community I'm in. I know one of the mods, and that person's also pretty solid. So there are some decent folks there. Anyway, let's see if I can test something else. I don't know if I have anything else to test here. Let me see. Hey, Red Slayer. Nice to see ya, or hear ya, or whatever. Let's see. I want to go to this. I love how Streamyard says my mic is muted, even though it's never muted. Let's go to the present button. I can present slides. I can present a video file or an extra camera, which I don't have. And I think that's another feature. That's a different feature. Anyway, or I can share my screen, which I have actually done. Let me see if there's any updates to any. I'm obviously not gonna open any channels where I have privileged access. Okay, here we go. This is somebody I was answering earlier. This is discussing dream control and the fact that this particular person is, by the way, no, this is confidential. This is all public information. It's in those Well, actually, maybe it's not entirely public. It's I might go out of here, but it is um all the dream guides can see it, and so it's not entirely private, but I'm gonna pop out of that channel anyway. Anyway, well, I think that's about all the testing that I've got done. Let's see. Oh, hey, Synchronous. Yeah, it has been a while since I've noticed your name. I'm gonna be I got the StreamYard Premium and it gives me some different options. It allows me to stream to up to 3 destinations. One of the things I'm thinking of doing is collaboration streams with the new Dream Cafe Guides channel or with a couple other channels and doing it where we can share the stream and be on it at the same time on StreamYard and hosting it there. And then we can stream it out to each of our channels. And so everyone is kind of represented that way. And so I have a way to actually run this. It costs money. I'm paying $25. I'd pay $25 for a month. I could pay 240 for the year. I don't have that kind of money right now, so I decided to pay $25 for the month, and then maybe a little bit down the road, if I have some more money, I might get the yearly subscription. But that's in the air. That's not something I'm really sure about just yet. But basically, what this gives me is, like I said, I can stream to multiple places. I think I already had some of that presenting and sharing screen stuff, but I just never used it until now. Let me turn that off, by the way. Stop sharing. There we go. Now my screen is off. But basically, I plan to do like I can manage instead of just launching the streams from StreamYard and then only having that as the way to run it, I can manage and run them from YouTube, which is a little bit gives me a little bit more flexibility because there are a couple issues with StreamYard and setting the streams up. But from YouTube, I can set it up. And there's this really cool feature I discovered when I schedule a stream. I can reuse the exact same settings I used on my last stream. And so when I get into a rhythm of doing that, the only things I'll have to update are my titles and descriptions, and some of those I won't have to update much at all. Like if I were to do back-to-back Q&A streams, I wouldn't have to update much at all. And so there's a lot of really low maintenance things I can do to run streams effectively. And then I learned how RTMP keys work, and my channel apparently there's a ton of them apparently, and I can select one and just keep using it. And so I don't have to change my settings on the back end when I'm running through Streamyard. So I can actually go ahead and set the back end up and have it broadcasting. And then I can do all that. And then I can go into the front end and actually make it go live over here. So I have different ways of sort of customizing and optimizing what I want to do. Of course, nothing visual. I'm really still suck at that for obvious reasons. But this is sort of how I am doing things now. So let me go up here. I still have 2 concurrent views, 2 likes. Let me go. My stream health says excellent. Let me go to analytics. This ought to look cool. Let's see. Average view duration 452. Nice. Cool. Stream health. Computer time.
It's 1:32 a.m.
Cool. Okay, I think I'm about done. Thanks, Synchronaeus. I'll be Synchronaeus. I post them on Dream Cafe, and I'll also like day of, or sometimes earlier I'll post them on OmniListed. I schedule them as events on Dream Cafe, and that helps draw attention. I had like 16 people in my last live stream last week. When we get more newbies, I tend to do Q&As more, and that helps get people in. I have another event coming up soon, and this is part of me getting the logistics worked out for that. And it's going to be a collaboration and for possible future collaboration events. So I have a few things that I'm kind of putting together for expanding my ability to stream. When am I on next? Good question. I thought about doing something this weekend, possibly Saturday. It'd be shorter notice than I usually have given lately. I usually have been giving a week's notice. but I think I might do a stream this Saturday. But I don't know what I would stream just yet. I can do a Q&A with zero preparation, zero planning. And so that's always an option. There's something else I want to do, but I don't know if I'll have everything worked out by Saturday. That requires another person. That other person has to be active. And so there are a few things I'm considering. Awesome. Well, you can talk to me anytime. Just ping me on Discord. If you know me on Discord, Skyfall hash 1146. You can find me on Reddit at Skyfall Blind Dreamer. I am free to talk to whenever. Well, yeah, I am absolutely free. Like, I've never charged anyone anything to talk to me. Anyway, you do have yourselves a good night. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I think that's a good enough test. And we'll see y'all. Goodbye.